We're catching Fenyx at the beginning of the third DLC. She has now become a god. She has now ascended. And I think she's coming from a place of, experience, and she's gone through a lot. But what I really, really love about the character is that I feel like we've really kept her true essence, which is still that like excited, dorky, fangirl type of personality.
But maybe we can find a way to help if we get someone to help us. Someone we can give a little divine inspiration.
Ash is a very witty, charming girl who has a lot of vulnerability, I think. And she brings that to everything she does, but she's also quite strong too. So she makes her a really cool, multifaceted character.
Olives. Okay. Now to offer them to a god I hear in my head, because an owl that is also a god told me to. On a magic island. This is fine. This is normal.
Fenyx just went through something similar that Ash is going through, and there's more of a humanistic connection where it's like, this is weird. Yeah, I know this is weird. I just went through that. I'm gonna help you go through that.
Ash, that was so intense. I lost contact with you again. And then Hades showed up. Yeah, I got back from literal Tartarus and then got recruited to help the god of the dead. Intense is a good word for it.
Yeah, you're having a bit of a day, aren't you?
I think it's really cool that Fenyx can be this sort of mentor, but also a friend to Ash. And I think it makes for a really entertaining experience.
Well, one unified bridge coming right up. Hold on. I'm new with this. What the Hades was that?
One of my favorite parts of doing the session was the very first time that Ash did a jump, and it was like from a really high peak. And rather than just, okay, let's do this jump, I was like, okay, so she's gonna go all the way up in the air, but also like, what does this feel like for her? So it's not just gonna be like a scream, it's gonna be like, oh my god, ah! Like, because there's a bunch of levels there. And also trying to think like, okay, but this girl's really cool too, so let's make it cool.
But it's like such a fun experience because like we never get to like have those sounds come out of our body, and you can really surprise yourself when you kind of just let yourself go, and like how Georgia was saying, like to just like fully be in that moment, even though it's like I've never fallen off like a 20-foot cliff in the middle of Tartaros. How would that be? And just kind of going for it. One funny thing that I'm really looking forward to on the DLC, and I don't want to ruin anything, but there's a part where I think the both of us experience perhaps nausea and perhaps something else happening, and I'm very excited to see what they kept on that.
I hope that you're talking about what I think you're talking about, because I was going to say the same thing. It actually is one of my favorite moments ever. I think just the back and forth of it, and like I was making like retching sounds, and like it was just such an overwhelming sensation.
I found it. Oh, God.
Ash, are you okay?
Oh, it smells so bad. Oh God, it's so bad. I can taste it. I think I can hear it. Stop! You're going to make me sick in the scrying pool.
Something that I'm actually extremely excited for. They kind of just like threw it at me, and they're like, "Can you just like make up a language as you go?" And like, it's the nymphs. So I'm really excited to see how that goes.
No, it's okay. I won't hurt you. A nymph? Are you living down here?
As a female actor, I think it's really empowering to play a hero, somebody who's strong, and I think it'll send a really great message to young girls who would play the game. And again, yeah, seeing it in the media being promoted, I think it's very powerful.
They allowed both of these characters to be strong and yet also in touch with their own emotions and able to express those emotions, but also still have stuff that they're also dealing with.
How did you end up all alone in that temple?
When I lost my home in the disasters, the temple took me in. Even after everyone else abandoned it, I just really liked it there.
I hope that people get all the jokes, that they appreciate the writing, that they can feel as much joy as we put into it.
The third DLC is going to be just as fun as the main game, so I really hope that it just lightens their day and they have a great time and they enjoy the comedy, and I hope that it kind of sucks them more into the world of Immortals.
I'll guide you here on the island, and Fenyx can keep an eye out from above. Because, honestly, neither of you know what you're doing.
Okay, Athena. Where do we start?